Welcome to Things to Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional development. As the recording time of exactly 7:42 a.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum coin trading $3,132, up about 1.6% so far. As you can see clearly on the overall crypto market, we're bright green at the moment, with the key coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, are both up respectively, but relatively flat. But obviously, with respect to the altcoin, a little bit more volatile on the side of the house, we are relatively, healthy at the moment. Just to take a look at a selective perspective, we can see that Polkadot, Polygon, AVAX, Dogecoin up about 10% right now. Even Terra also up about close to 4.6% so far. So across the spectrum, altcoins are obviously a little bit more volatile, indicating some bullishness, obviously on a technical front rebounding. And with respect to the key factor that's on a driving, the macro affectation today is with respect to the speech that we'll be hearing from the nomination of Jerome Powell later today, right? And I was looking onto the web this morning, and I found the link to the video. So I'll share with you guys in the comment section below as I'm posting this. So it seems like it's gonna debut at 10 a.m. on the Eastern Time. And obviously, as we hear from Jerome from himself, we'll learn a little bit more about the economical outlook going forward, right, with respect to the quantitative tapering, how it's going to triangulate with the job numbers. Are we going to see, like the way he laid out, 3 specific interest hikes for this year, 2 in the subsequent year, and then 2 another one in the 3 years out, right? And based on what Jamie Dimon have said yesterday, it seems like, based on the interview with CNBC, he did lay out that we are currently, in some sort of a Great Depression, or at least comparable state of economy at the moment, right? But as we progress and come through, at the end of the tunnel, he foresees that this is going to be one of the biggest bull market ever, in comparison. And I do agree with his depictions, but obviously we have to, work through this murky water. And for those that are investing right now, hold on tight, because is just the volatility that we're seeing right now. And he also mentioned something along the line that, the market has relatively overreacted, and we have oversold. And he is, right now in the market, there are a lot of good opportunity for us to incur risk. And also other media platform talks about that, this opportunity, or this Great Depression, if you may, would be one of the biggest opportunity for wealth transfer in the future. So I do agree with some of the sentiment. And then as of this morning, I was just like reading the news. And this news came out like in the middle of the night for no reason. It came out at like 3:32 a.m. on the Eastern Time, so when I was dead asleep. I wonder who this guy is. Elliot Smith, which is like this guy from CNBC. He's like a trooper. He works like throughout the night to be producing this. So basically, he talks about an interview that he had with the Goldman Sachs economist. He also equity strategist David Costin. He says that with respect to the sell-off that we'll be experiencing, that the U.S. stocks, predominantly in the tech space, are greatly mispriced. And what does he mean by greatly mispriced? Is that there are a lot of great opportunities to be buying at the moment. We have sold off so sharply due to obviously the interest hikes and the uncertainty in the economy that we have, leaped into the correction territory despite it shouldn't be the case. And he foresees that the worst has already been pretty much adjusted in. But we will obviously see more volatility ahead. But he foresees that, there will be a rotation going on. And as we, get more confirmatory signal going forward, with this COVID subsiding, with the quantitative tapering, triangulated accordingly, we will see, a great revival. And he sees that there will be a great boom in the U.S. He also sees a great boom in the European nation as well. So relatively bullish, I would say, coming from J.P. Morgan yesterday, Goldman Sachs today, or last night, if you may. So obviously the biggest big event is going to be this one. So again, I'll share with you the link on the Jerome speech later today. It seems like there's some discrepancy, right? Jerome said 3 interest hikes. Jamie from JP Morgan said 4, or at least he thinks it makes sense. So we'll see how that goes. So right now, with respect to Ethereum, as a recording time of 7:47 a.m. on the Eastern time, Ethereum can trade 3,124, up about 1.4%. Again, right, the 10 a.m. is going to be the mark. So we're basically 2.5 hours out. So we'll see how it goes as the market open. I do foresee some normalization as we open up, which is logical because we're up right now. I don't foresee any like significant bullishness. I think we're just gonna be gliding away. But as we obviously hear from him, Jerome himself, we'll see how that goes, right? Ultimately, we do not predict his speech, nor are we the speechwriter. We don't know how he's going to be saying, but if he says some specific keywords around timing on interest hikes, etc., it could be a trigger for either the positive side of the spectrum or the negative side of the spectrum. But again, I do not predict psychologically what he's going to say, nor do I have the evidentiary support to do so. So right now what we're trying to do is basically going up to the 3,150, which we are basically $20 away. So I give the benefit of the doubt that we're there right now. So we are laying at the comfortable level all over again. So this is just technical, speaking the truth. With the 30 out of 70 curving up right now, so it seems like a rebound is in position. Not confirmatory yet because it's still taking some time to get above the 3,150 first. We need to do that first, right? And what gives us a confirmatory rebound is for us to get back to the 3,350 first, right? So that was something we have to watch. And again, tomorrow is the CPI report, and then the subsequent day is the PPI report. So still more volatile days, and then it's the earnings season, right? And with respect to Bitcoin, it seems like Weibo is trying to show me something again for no particular reason. So with respect to Bitcoin, it's up about 0.14% with the 41 right now, just hovering away, gliding away with the 30 out of 70. We are showing some curvature right now. So similar in fashion in terms of Ethereum, we are just about to reverse. We are try to get momentum. It seems like we're still arm wrestling with the bears right now. So we'll see how that goes, right? Right now it's the good level and logical level to incur risk. You can see Dogecoin is up about 9% right now, and you can see that we are reversing relatively sharply, and this is due to its own micro affectation. Obviously, the market is reviving, so altcoin tends to be the ones that incurs the most either upside or downside. So right now it seems like we're reversing. So whoever bought in below, from the 1433 all the way to the bottom at the 1350, congratulations to you for the relatively healthy gain at the moment. Cardano is up about 3%, bouncing between the 119 to 102. With the 115, so just in a comfortable flat number right now. You can see that the fashion is relatively similar at the 40 out of 70. So whoever bought in at somewhere around like the 112, right now still not a terrible level to incur risk at the moment. Solana, you can see that we bounced from the 133. Right now, we need to go up to the 155 to consolidate. Right now, with the 31 out of 70, so still not terrible. But obviously, if you bought in the 133, that was the level to incur risk at, right? XRP is up about 1.17%. 69 was the bounce, right? 78 is the next level, so we need to leap up above 78. Right now, the 35, so not terrible, not the best, but it's still a logical level to incur risk. Polkadot is up about 3.6% at the moment. Anywhere from current level to the 2250 is still a good level with the 40 out of 70. So again, not the best, not the worst, but it's still tolerable. Algorand is about 0.8%. Anywhere from current level to like 136 to 126 would be the basically bottom. So right now it's a little bit up, but not terrible, not the best, right? Shiba Inu is at 2719 right now. It's still tolerable, I would say. I would say start incurring more risk at the low 2000 and then the 1400s and then the 900s from here. Max tax up about 7%. Again, right, with respect to the current level, we're still in the head and shoulder pattern, so 175 to 143 from here. And AVAX, I would still, go in when it hits 80 to 60. The reason we bounce from 80 is because that's the resistance level, but I don't like just at that level. I would prefer at a lower, more risk-averse level, so 80 to 60 from here. Luna, it's reversing up. We bounced from basically at the 62. 62 was the resistance level, right? So 62 to 52 to 45 are still level I would prefer. Again, I'll put the link below. With respect to the elrond, we had the 205, so reversing back up. We are currently at the 35 out of 70, so still tolerable. Obviously, if you bought in at the 180-ish, congratulations to you. You guys are already making a healthy gain so far. And with respect to the price target, not the price target, more just a risk management level, these are levels that I've identified so far. Hopefully today would be, I don't foresee it to be a major volatile day, because I think we are already building the scar tissues collectively and getting more, just more toughened up than ever. We've endured this for like the 2.5 years now. So another half a year is not going to really hurt us. I feel like we are all building that armor. We all have tough skin collectively. And especially if you're watching this channel, you guys have learned to detect the BS and obviously, use logics and technical analysis and fundamental analysis to formalize your execution, not using your emotions anymore, right? And you can see that clearly we are in a lot of the attractive and steal levels. So not terrible, right, to start incurring risk. And I do agree with some of the analysts or economists that are saying from the banks that this is probably one of the biggest wealth transfer we have seen. And for those actually capture in, will be rewarded nicely. All right, so take it easy, have a good Tuesday, and I look forward to see you in the next one. Take care.